bought a brand new M2 back in 2017 and I did 20,000 miles on it before I got rid of it. I had the Dinan stage 4 on it from the start. That was the upgraded compressor wheel and the turbo, upgraded intercooler, the carbon fiber intake, and I already had the M Performance exhaust, so I didn't bother paying for theirs because their exhaust upgrade didn't include the downpipe, so there's no point. Oh, and then the Dinan piggyback tune to go along with all the hardware. The total cost was $7,000 installed at the local dealer. So tomorrow morning, which is not that far from now, I'm going to the House of Boost to get my car dynoed after doing my stage 2. I decided to find my M2's dyno sheets to compare against, and I went to 2 different shops a year apart, but they're both DynoJet shops, and the results are almost exact to the horsepower, 389 to the wheels. And that's pretty close to what the M235i gets with stage 2 from what I've seen online on the forums. So then I realized I recorded a launch control video where I went up over 100 in the M2 a while back. It was like a year and a half ago. So I decided to load that video and then the stage 2 quarter-mile run that I did for my draggy run, both into Premiere, and then lined up to the frame the start, and then that way we can watch, you know, what happens when you compare them. And so before I spoil anything, I'll just let you see for yourself.
30, 60.
Pretty crazy. It wasn't until 100 miles an hour that the M2 pulled ahead. The slow update rate of the digital display made it look like the M2 pulled ahead at 82 miles an hour for a split second, but I think that was just an update rate timing thing, because every number between there and 100, the M235i was actually ahead, so I think 100's where it actually pulled ahead. They got a similar launch. The M2 is the MDCT straight out of the M4, definitely shifts harder than the ZF8, but the ZF8's pretty damn good in its own right, but they're both automatic, so I think it's a pretty fair fight. And the difference in transmission didn't seem to make a whole lot of difference, because the M235i was actually ahead for pretty much the first, not even just the first half of the pole, almost the majority of the pole. I looked it up, and both cars have the exact same 3,500 pound curb weight, so they're pretty even. Same motor, both automatic, but you know, obviously the DCT has slightly better performance advantage with those really fast shifts. But both cars are rear-wheel drive. This just tells me that if you leave warranty out of the picture, the Dinan Stage 4 is a huge ripoff. I picked up my M235i used for $25,000, so the Wagner downpipe, it's catted, I think it's 200 cell, it's $790, and then the VF Engineering Hex tune for stage 2 was $795. So total, I spent $1,585. So yeah, that's a huge difference in price. Quite a bit less than the $7,000 I paid for the Dinan setup. So if you notice, the top end was, you know, higher for the M2. So that generally means more horsepower, but then I thought about it, I actually had the upgraded Dinan intercooler on the M2, and on the M235i, I'm still running the stock intercooler. I bought the VRSF intercooler upgrade for it, I just haven't put it on yet because I'm waiting on tomorrow's dyno run, because I want to get a before and after doing the intercooler. So that makes me wonder if the intercooler might make up for that top end difference, and if they might be the same, or if the M235i might actually be quicker with stage 2 with an upgraded intercooler in the top end. But I don't know, I guess we'll find out, and I'll have to make one of these videos again once I get a, you know, quarter-mile draggy run after I get the intercooler installed. Well, anyway, that's about enough rambling for me. I hope you enjoyed this. Got to get up early for my stage 2 dyno session in the morning, so I better get to bed. See you in the next one.